But thank you very much for coming out to Inti Creates panel here at Portland Retro Game Expo 2016. My name is Matt Papa. I am a producer / international affairs coordinator at Inti Creates, and I'm very happy to be back here at Portland once again this year. And joining me is Jeff.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
I'm Takuya Aizu, CEO of Inti Creates. We came all the way from Japan to be here. This is my This is my second time in Portland. I am happy to be back. Thank you all so much for coming to our panel today. Our time together Our time together is short, but I hope you have a good time. Thank you.
Nice English, boss.
なんかね、もうこれで全部終わった感じがしますね。
I feel like that's all I got left of me. That's it. We're done.
あとは日本語でやります。彼が通訳します。
It's like, I'm going to be speaking in Japanese from now on, and this guy here is going to be interpreting for me. So.
ですね、では今日はまずですね、インティクリエイツはどんな会社か最初に短いビデオで皆さんに紹介したいと思います。
Yeah, so to kick things off, we kind of want to showcase a little bit of just what kind of company Inti Creates is, to you guys, especially for you guys who are not familiar with kind of the work we've done in the past. Yeah, if you could, please do not post pictures of this video we're about to show you and stuff on Twitter, please. There you have it.
Thank you. インティクレーツはですね、1996年に、会社ができまして、最初の、プレイステーション用ソフトのですね、スピードパワーガンバイクから、ゲームを作り続けている会社です。
Yeah, so we've been around for now 20 years, since 1996. We got our start with the first game that you saw in the video, Speed Power Gun Bike, and we've been making video games up until this very day.
はい、インティクレーツのですね、コンセプトは、メカと美少女っていうのがインティクレーツのコンセプトで、昔から何も変わらずずっとやってきてます。
So when it comes to making games, we have two concepts that we really like at Inti Creates: pretty girls and mecha. And we've been making games that incorporate those elements to the best of our abilities, non-stop ever since.
誰にも止められないね、これはね。
Yeah, we just haven't stopped. That's our lifeblood.
でですね、ずっとそういうコンセプトで作ってきてるんですけども、もともと株式会社カプコンにいた、メンバーが、独立して作った会社で、カプコンにいた頃は、メガマン X とか、作ってたメンバーなので、独立してからも、カプコンのメガマン0とかメガマン6とか、910を、作らせてもらったという経緯があります。
Yeah, so I mean, we were actually, the way Inti Creates was formed, a bunch of us, we were all former Capcom employees, and we all got together. We left Capcom together to form Inti Creates. So even when we were at Capcom, we were working on games like the Mega Man X series, and then it was actually really nice that we were able to follow up as Inti Creates by working on the Mega Man 0 series, Mega Man ZX, and then Mega Man 9 and 10 as well.
はい。でね、最近はですね、ずっと稲船さんとゲームを作ってたこともあって、同じようにマイティナンバー9とか、あとは、ガンボルトですね、アジュストライカーガンボルトを作っている、そんな会社です。
Yeah, so and we've even had the pleasure of working with Mr. Keiji Inafune even recently as well on projects like Mighty Number 9, and he helped us out with Azure Striker Gunvolt here as well.
ずっとですね、メガマンにもですね、例えば、ロールちゃんとか、あとは、メガマンゼロであればシエルとか、美少女が出てくるんですけど、少し美少女の、成分が足らなかったので、最近はちょこっと美少女にすごく寄ったギャルガンも作ってます。
And so, with the games like Mega Man, there's cute girls like, Roll from the original series or like CL from like the Zero series, but we felt like there wasn't enough cute girls in our games, so that was what inspired us to make, games like Galgun, for example.
まあ美少女分 100% ですけどね。
Galgun's all in on the pretty girls.
はい。でですね、最近は、そういう形で、ギャルガンを作ったり、あとはガンボルトを作ったりしてるんですけども、ガンボルトがですね、実は 3DS で作ってたものが Steam 版にも出てて、で、Steam 版で、入っていた日本語の直訳モードですね、これが、皆さんにすごく人気だったんですが 3DS にはなかった、それをですね、この前、10月の20日、20日にですね、リリースしました。
Yeah, so we've been working on games, especially recently, like Gunvolt and Galgun, and we had Gunvolt come out 2 years ago on the 3DS, and then when we released the Steam version of the game last year, we were able to incorporate a mode that proved to be very popular with fans called Japanese voice mode. That added missing content that was previously unavailable from the 3DS game. And we were very happy to be able to finally deliver on a promise that we made to bring that content to the 3DS version of the game, which actually just came out this month on the 20th. We were able to put out Azure Striker Gunvolt patch version 1.3 that added the Japanese voice mode to the 3DS version of the game as well.
しかしですね、すごく皆さんお待たせしてしまったんですけれども、特に3DS はアップデートがすごく苦手なハードなので、皆さんすごくお待たせしてしまった、ようやく皆さんに、遊んでいただけるんですが、スペシャルミッション5で少し、問題がありまして、そちらはもうすでにバグを修正していますので、またバグの修正バージョンを皆さんに近いうちにお届けできると思います。すごくご迷惑をおかけしまして申し訳ございませんでした。
Yeah, so we unfortunately had to make you guys wait a very long time for this patch to be delivered. The 3DS isn't exactly known for its easeability of getting patches and other things like that out there. So we apologize for the amount of time that it took to deliver on the patch for you guys. And of course, we actually discovered that there was a bug in the patch on if you play a Special Mission 5 in Gunvolt 1. There were some problems with that, but we were able to find the source of that problem, and we are fixing it now, and we will get that to you, proper, fixed Special Mission 5 as soon as we possibly can. But we want to just, here and now apologize for making you wait so long for a patch and then have this silly bug still be there. So we appreciate your patience with that, and we're really sorry for, making you guys wait to get that through as well.
はい、ちょっとね、ネガティブな話で申し訳ない。
sorry to be such a Debbie Downer for a second.
ですね、ガンボルトといえばですね、歌姫のモルホっていうですね、ルーメンですね、キャラクターがいるんですけども、今年の2月にですね、マグフェストでですね、ライブをやらせていただいたりですね、北米の皆さんにも楽しんでいただいているかなと思っています。
Yeah, so in Gunvolt, as you can actually see on the screen here, we have a character named Lumen, aka the Muse, who is a very amazing singer. And one of the things that we were able to do that was really cool with the Gunvolt series was this year in February, we were able to do a live Lumen concert at an event called MagFest out in DC, where the original composers of the game's music and the voice actors for Lumen herself were able to put on a concert at MagFest.
まだちょっと西海岸でやってないんで申し訳ないんですけど。
Sorry, we didn't get to do it for you West Coasters, but YouTube で。
あ、そうだね、YouTube で見れます。
Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube though, on the official MagFest channel.
Sorry. そんなガンボルトですけども、2がですね、出てるので、ちょっと2の紹介動画だけちょっと先に軽く見てもらいましょう。
Yeah, and as you may know, we actually just released the sequel to Azure Striker Gunvolt, Azure Striker Gunvolt 2, back on the 3DS just this past September 29th. So for those of you, especially who haven't gotten to familiarize yourself with Gunvolt 2 yet, we want to kind of showcase a little video for you guys to get a little taste of what's in store for Gunvolt 2.
Inti creates 20th anniversary. The flames of war between adepts who possess supernatural septimal powers and those who do not are being fanned once again. The hero is Gunvolt, aka GB, an incredibly powerful adept who has the ability to control lightning. He fires special lightning rods from his gun and uses them to electrify his enemies. Learn many different types of special skills as you gain experience in battle. When GB's health reaches 0, the Muse's anthem can revive him. She is Jewel, the spirit of a girl who resides within GB. Quinn, a kind and gentle girl who provides moral support for GB. Xiao, who supports GB in battle as an operator. Together, they take on a formidable new enemy. Gunvolt's rival, Copen, who aims to eradicate all adepts from this world, joins the fray as a new playable character. Dash into enemies to lock onto them, then unleash a devastating flurry of homing shots to make short work of your target. Lola, the AI unit who controls Copen's combat drones. She backs up Copen using powers she acquired from the Muse. The UX weapon mirroring system copies the septimal powers of atoms to use as weapons. Copen's little sister, Mito. Nori, the extraordinary maid who works for Copen and Mito. In order to protect his sister, Copen relentlessly pursues the destructive adepts who threaten her safety. Standing before GV and Copen are the members of the Seven. The leader of the Seven freezes everything in his path with permafrost. Tenjian, the frozen blade. He powers up and controls machinery with Puppet Master, Asrock, the Pygmalion furnace. She controls mystic hair with splitting ends, Desna, the starstruck beauty. He creates crystals at will with Prism Cataclysm, Gallery in the Prism Master. She can control metal with Metalon, Gibril, the full metal jacket. He can manipulate all kinds of liquid matter with Icor, Milas, the aquadynamic merman. He turns physical material into data with Hack the World, Tessio, the serial experiment. And what are the plans of this mysterious girl? With the powers of the Muse on their side, will their efforts result in peace or ruin? Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. In the face of turmoil, a path toward hope beckons.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
ガンボルト2はですね、コペンという新しいプレイヤブルキャラクターを迎えてのゲームになります。インティクレイツはですね、2を作るときに どうしても1と違うもの、1よりも違う遊びを入れるというですね、そういうことをどうしてもしてしまう会社なので、今回は新しいキャラクターを追加しました。
Yeah, so as you saw, Kopen, Gunvolt's rival there, he's a full playable character there in the second game. So when we decided to make two, one of the first things we said to ourselves is, okay, we got to do something that is absolutely positively different from what we did in Gunvolt 1. Like, there's got to be something totally new that we haven't done before, and that this time around was having Kopen as a playable character.
コペンはガンボルトと全く違うプレイアビリティで、すごくですね、空を飛んで、すごく、なんていうんですかね、スピーディーな、プレイのキャラクターです。
Yeah, so Kopen controls completely different from Gunvolt himself. He's very high flying, in your face, fast, aggressive style character, as opposed to Gunvolt's more reserved, more defensive minded style.
一番大きな特徴としては、倒したボスのですね、攻撃が使えるような、ちょっとどこかで聞いたことがあるようなシステムですけど、それが特徴です。
Yeah, so one of the primary specialties of Kopen is when he defeats a boss character, he can assimilate their weapons or their abilities and use them as weapons of his own. I think another game may have done something similar to that before. I'm not sure where I've heard of that, but yeah, we thought it would be a fitting thing for Kopen to do.
このアジューストライカーガンボルト2はですね、今、任天堂 e ショップで、3DS のソフトとして販売しています。
Yeah, so Gunvolt 2 is now on sale on the 3DS eShop, and you can get it anytime your heart desires.
そして発売した時からですね、ずっと DLC を、発売しますよというふうに言い続けてたんですけれども、もう少ししたら DLC が発表できると思いますので、もう少しだけお待ちください。
Right, so ever since we released it, we've been actually working on some DLC for the game, and we should be ready to announce that sooner rather than later. So just wait just a little bit longer. We'll have some cool news to share with you about some Gunvolt 2 DLC action.
ここで今日発表したいとディレクターに言ったら、もう少し待ってくれというふうに言われてですね、発表できませんでした。すいません。
Yeah, so I actually went to the director and I was like, hey, I'd really like to announce this at Portal, and he's like, wait just a little longer, so sorry.
ディレクターの津田は、6万 X2 から、6万7とかからずっと作ってる、ディレクターなんですけど、彼はですね、一番面白いものができるタイミング、要するに皆さんに一番面白いものが提供できるタイミングまで待ってほしい。要するに早く発表してしまうとやれることが少なくなってしまうから、そういうタイプの人間なので勘弁してください。
Yeah, so Suda-san is the kind of guy who he wants to wait until it's absolutely perfect timing to announce it in the coolest possible way. He's been working on these kind of games ever since he worked on like Mega Man 7 and like Mega Man X2 back in his days at Capcom. So this guy knows what he's doing, and he wants to get it absolutely perfect and at its peak of coolness before he decides to share it with everybody. So sorry we can't get that out maybe earlier than we originally would like to.
はい。ということで、ガンボルト2、新しい情報がなくて申し訳ないんですけども、
Yeah, sorry to really have any more fresh intel for Gunvolt 2 other than that, but
実はもう一つのインティグレイツの最近のですね、オリジナルゲームの方に今日少し発表がありますので、そちらを見ていただきたいんですが、スチーム版が出たばかりのギャルガン少し紹介させていただきたいと思います。ダブルピース。
yeah, so there's another Integrates IP that we released recently called Galgun Double Piece, and we got some cool stuff going on with that too. So we want to talk a little bit about that. If you take a look over at the screen. This is for the Steam version that just came out a couple of weeks ago.
一回おかしいですね。
Good wholesome family fun.
そんな、ギャルガンですけども、今ですね、Steam 版で、好評配信中で、なんとびっくりすることにですね、これ
This guy. As you saw, just noticed now.
Screen cleaner.
Yeah, that's our Galgun double piece screen cleaner.
そのギャルガンですけども今 Steam 版で、発売してて一番びっくりしたことがあります。それは日本より世界の方がこのゲームが売れてることです。
So we just, we just released this game on Steam a couple weeks ago. It was previously available on both PlayStation 4 and Vita back in early August, and now the Steam version just came out a few weeks ago. But he's like, one of the things that, actually the thing that surprised me the most, this is a very Japanese game, right? And much more than Japan, this is selling overseas much better.
これはですね、すごく意外でした。日本でも結構それなりに売れてるんですね。日本で結構売れてます。数は。それより売れてるのが本当にびっくりしてます。本当にみんな好きだなと思いました。
Like, well, it's selling pretty well in Japan, but like I couldn't believe that. Honestly, it was selling even better, outside Japan. Like, wow, you guys really like this stuff, don't you?
そんなギャルガンですけども、ギャルガンですね、実は、ちょうどこの、ポートランドゲーミングレトロゲーミングエキスポに来る直前、先週の金曜日ですね、日本で、ギャルガンの新しい展開を発表しました。
Yeah, so actually, right before we, right as we were leaving to get ready for Portland, we actually had some fresh Galgun announcements that we did in Japan, literally while I was on an airplane over here to Portland.
はい、それがこちらです。
And that is, じゃじゃーん The future is here, ladies and gentlemen.
はい、まだですね、プラットフォームも発表してないです。まだ今、本当に開発が始まったばっかりで、PC 上で、ゲームが、動いている状態です。
Yeah, like this is just fresh off the presses. Like we just started working on the development of this. Like, we don't even know what platforms we're putting it out on yet. Like that's how fresh in development we are with this. But it's happening. .gif. That much we can promise you.
ギャルガンを開発しているとですね、いつも開発ルームの中で笑い声が絶えないんですよ。みんなギャルガンをやりながらってなっていて、すごく楽しい、開発現場です。
Yeah, so there's a kind of whole new vibe in the development area of the office, because like just be hearing guys like all day just like with these headsets on their face, just like just like over in the dev area, just like giggling like little children, and it's absolutely hilarious. It brings this whole new like vibe to the whole room that we're not used to having.
こうやって遊ぶゲームですけど、なぜかみんなこうなる。
I mean, you're supposed to play VR like this, but for some reason all these guys are like, what?
なんかみんなね、下の方に。
Why would you do that? What possible reasons would you have to do something like that? I don't know.
カメラの外に行っちゃうからね、プレイエリアの外に出ちゃうんですけどね。
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're just trying to go outside of the playable area. I don't know.
はい、そんなギャルガンですけども、今、こんな感じで
So this is literally the first screenshot we've released of what's to come.
ね、近づきたいですよね。
You just kind of something you just want to see up close and personal, right?
今日ですね、まだ日本でもどこでも、見せていないですね、このギャルガン VR の新しいスクリーンショットを3枚皆さんにちょっとお見せしたいなと思います。
So we actually have 3 screenshots that we actually haven't showed anywhere yet. Not in Japan, not here, not anywhere else yet.
ほんのちょっとだけですよ。すごく早い。
Just a tiny little, just like the tiniest little bit, but we have such a thing. You're the first in the world to see those. One bonus round for you.
またですね、近々皆さんに、動く動画で、お見せできると思いますので、もう少しだけお待ちください。
Yeah, we're hoping to be able to get a video ready for you guys soon, so just wait just a little bit longer, but hopefully have that ready.
そしてプラットフォームも発表しますので、
Yeah, we'll probably announce some platforms too eventually.
はい、ということで、インティクレイツの少し、未来について語りたいと思います。
Yeah, so now we kind of want to shift gears a little bit to kind of what's the future of Integrates? Where are we going from here?
インティクレイツはですね、先ほどお話ししました通り、ガンボルト2の DLC であったりとか、あとギャルガン VR、こういったものはもうすでに発表しているものなので、これは作っていきますが、それ以外のお話です。
Yeah, so obviously we have the Gunvolt 2 DLC and the Galgun VR that we have already announced to you guys that we're working on, but we have other things too that we haven't really announced yet that we're also working on.
はい。新しい、ことなので、まだですね全然決まってないんですけども、我々はこうしてポートランドレトロゲーミングエキスポに、お邪魔しているぐらいですので、すごくレトロゲームが大好きです。
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the future, even though this is a talk about the future, when you really get down to it, we love retro games, and we love being able to come to and be a part of events like Portland Retro Gaming Expo. So even though we're talking about the future, the retro games are always a part of us as a company.
特にサイドビューのですねアクションゲームが大好きで、例えば今五十嵐浩二さんと一緒に作っているブラッドステインドなんかも未来の話です。
Yeah, I mean, we love 2D side-scrolling action games more than anything, and that's why we're working on stuff like Bloodstained with Koji Igarashi, and we have other things as well, for sure.
それ以外にも、たくさんの、皆さんの大好きなレトロゲームがあると思うので、インティクレイツはそういったレトロゲームをですね、2.5D ですかね、のタイプにしたり、あとは、8ビットテイストのままであったり、いろんなゲームを作っていきたいと思っています。
Yeah, I mean, we would love to continue making games like in the that kind of 2.5D style with the side-scrolling action. And we even like games that are straight up 8-bit games. New 8-bit games that we love to make those as well.
もちろん皆さんにどんなゲーム作ってほしいですかって聞いたら多分メガマンって言われると思うんですけどこれはインティクレイツだけでは作ることができないので、すぐは答えることはできませんが、メガマン以外でどんなゲームが皆さんインティクレイツに作ってほしいですか？
Yeah, so if we asked you guys, what type of retro game would you like to see us make? I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of you are going to say Mega Man. But that's not completely in our control, to just up and do that. So we were kind of curious, like, what kind of retro games would you like to see Inti Creates get their hands on?
A Zelda type game.
Oh.
Like the new Mega Man ZX or
As we said, y'all are going to say Mega Man, and you did it.
Co-op.
Gunvolt dating sim. Yes!
Tokimeki Gunvolt.
それはそうだね。
Something in the vein of Falcom, like East.
Oh,
Ah,
yes.
Okay, cool.
Some more rail shooters.
あ、そうだね。どうぞ。
Evangelion. Work with Gynax on something.
guy next to you.
そうだね。
Sequel to Speed Power Gun Bike.
おお。販売の続編か。
おおそうだねたくさんの話がありました私たちはですねそういったゲームをですね今後も作り続けていきますし今お話をいただいたものはちゃんと前向きに検討したいと思いますその中に私の大好きなゲームが入ってます私の大好きなゲームを作る可能性は非常に高いです
Yeah, so we're actually really glad to get to hear your opinions on those kind of things, and there's definitely, we love to taking things in those consideration. But I was just saying that I have this a particular retro game that I really love, and the possibilities of making that are higher than you might think.
そうです今のお話の中に出てなかったゲームとかたくさんの昔の NES のゲームそういったものは、これからインティクリエイツがですね作っていく対象になる可能性がありますそして、インティクリエイツはですね新しいプラットフォームにも興味があります
Yeah, so there's a high probability of us being able to make one of those treasured games straight out of the NES library that you guys and us love so much. So we're very excited to see where those possibilities may take us. But also when it comes to even the future and other platforms as well, there's obviously one thing that we need to mention. This bad boy.
New platform インティクレイツは、任天堂のハードウェアがすごく大好きな人が多くて、任天堂スイッチも、サポートしますので、ぜひ期待してください。
Yeah, there's a lot of us here at Inti Creates who love Nintendo hardware, and we're really happy to be a part of the Nintendo Switch partnership lineup. So we really hope you guys look forward to what we got in store.
ということで、少しだけ。
And now that we're at the end of the panel, as you can see on the lovely screen there, we will now take your questions. And the gentleman all the way in the back, yes, you, the glasses in the black sleeves.
Okay. I noticed that. All right. The Astro Striker Gunboat Double Pack is published by Yacht Club Games.
Right.
How did that partnership come about?
まあどうやってそのヤットクラブゲームズとパートナーになるどうやって行いましたか。
ですね、ヨットクラブゲームスを紹介したのは任天堂オブアメリカです。任天堂オブアメリカがヨットクラブゲームスとコラボレーションしたらいいんじゃないっていうふうに言ってきました。もちろんヨットクラブゲームスとは前から知り合いではあったので、これはいい機会だと思って、ヨットクラブゲームスからパブリッシュしていただくことになりました。
Yeah, so we actually, I have some friends of mine who work for Yacht Club Games, so I've known some of the guys there for a little while now, and actually Nintendo of America was like, it'd be really cool if you guys in Yacht Club Games could do something together, so they kind of facilitated that initial, like, hey, you guys should do something, and we just got to talking, and there you go. You like the tan shirt? Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
What do you guys ever think that you could get Capcom to let you guys make a new Mega Man?
まあ、キャプコンさんがなんか新しい6万作ってくれての可能性があるか。
そうですね、カプコンさんから作ってねって言われれば我々はいつでも作る準備がありますからぜひカプコンにはインティグレーツに作ってくれと言ってほしいと思います。
So, basically, this is what the deal is. We are ready and willing at any moment to make a new Mega Man game if Capcom so asks us to. So, by all means, tell Capcom, hey, you guys should let Inti Creates make a new Mega Man game, and we will be ready to do so. Yes, you in the glasses. Okay.
What was your original?
We'll go to your next other glasses. Yes.
What was your original goal with Gumball, and did you ever think the universe would expand into a sequel, audio dramas, and anime?
I'm sorry. One more time.
What was your original goal with Gumball, and did you ever think it would get as far as expanding into audio dramas and anime?
OK。最終的にガンボートを作ったときに、目標として、アニメとか、ドラマセリーになれるものと思いましたかって。
いや全然思ってなかったですね。皆さんがすごく応援してくれたので、実現したと思います。
Yeah, like when we were first making Gumball, we absolutely had no aspirations. We never thought we'd be able to do stuff like, make like audio drama CDs and making anime, which is coming out this winter, by the way. Gumball anime is happening. Yeah, we never thought it would turn into something like that. So we were surprised at just how much love, the fans have expressed for the series. And it's, because of that love and support that we were able to do things like make, drama CDs and anime and all that kind of cool stuff. And then I promised you other glasses. Yes.
I'm not sure you can divulge more information on it, but a while ago there was a hint that there's another Easter egg we haven't found in Mega Man 9 yet. Can you divulge a little hint on that? We've been looking at it for like 5-6 years now, haven't found it.
6万9のまだ発言してなくての、イースターエッグってしてますか？まだなんかゲームの中のなんかシークレットなもの、まだファンがまだ見つからないものありますって。ずっと探してたけど
大体見つかってしまってると思いますけど、私もインターネットのすべてを見ているわけではないので、何が見つかってて何が見つかってないか今すぐここでは把握できてないんですけれども、ほとんど見つかってると思います。
I think most of these things have been found. Like I'm honestly not up on currently what has been found and what hasn't. So it'd be hard for me to say right here and now, oh yeah, this hasn't been found and this hasn't been found. I mean, he's like, as far as I know, I mean, I think they've mostly been found, but it's hard for me to say right at the spur of the moment without like kind of looking into it.
Yeah, it's more of like a Capcom moderator thing. He said there's something we still haven't found, and he keeps continually saying we haven't found it. So.
カプコンの方がまだ見つかってないものがあるって。
お何のことだろうかな。
I wonder what that could be.
あと2人。
Yeah, so we got 2 more. Yeah, you in the orange shirt there, yeah.
Hello. After recent releases such as Gun Gale, Double Peace, and Valkyrie Drive, P-Cube, I feel, has become one of the more popular publishers these days in Japanese games. So I'd like to know, what was it like working with them on Gun Gale, Double Peace?
P キューブは結構そういう日本ゲームすごいなんかパブリッシャーとして人気になってますので、P キューブと一緒にダブルピースと協力するのはどんな経験ですかって。
そうですね。P キューブさんとはですね、ロサンゼルスに住んでいるD3 パブリッシャーD3 パブリッシャーアメリカインクの元、社長の方から紹介があって。P キューブさんと、お仕事することになったんですけど、なかなかその世界で、ギャルガンのような、ゲームを美少女ゲームを売っていくっていうのを、すごく彼らは、経験があってですね、我々もその経験を学ばせてもらって非常に勉強になりました。
Yeah, so we actually got introduced them by a guy they work with who's actually a former company president for D3 Games who lives in LA, and he kind of hooked us up with these guys because P-Cube, they told me themselves that was like their dream game to publish was Galga, and they are very good at publishing those sort of games. They know their audience, they know what they're doing when they're publishing these kind of Japanese games. So we were actually, they worked very hard and they worked very well with us. We actually learned a few things from them and the whole experience when it comes to working with these kind of games. Yeah, and last question.
All right. First of all, are you familiar with the game Demon's Crest? And if you are, could you see possible collaboration with Koji Igarashi to possibly make a sequel to Demon's Crest?
Demon's Crest っていうゲームをしていますか?
Because I think having access to Michiru Yamane's fully orchestrated works and his kind of darker vibe would create something really good.
なんか元五十嵐さんが参加してるゲームなんで、そういうなんかなんとかやってその続違うだと思う。
そうですね。日本のタイトル名ならわかるけど、
そういう続編として作れる可能性があるって。
なるほど。 そのタイトルがコナミから出ているものだと難しいかもしれないですけど、インスパイアされているゲームは作ることができるかもしれないですね。
I believe that's a Konami-owned IP, if I'm not mistaken, or Capcom. I'm sorry.
Demon's Blazon. Okay, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I actually didn't know the Japanese title for the game. Thank you.
I know. やっぱりカプコンから作ってって言われないと無理かな。
Yeah. So unless Capcom asks us to, there's really just no way we
It's
could
like
ever.
Mega Man right now.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, 'cause if we don't own the IP to something, we can't just, use it as we please. So if a company, so like Capcom, if they own the IP, they would have to initiate that sort of interaction.
デモンズ・ブレイゾンのキャラクターのピクセルアートを作ってた人間はインティクレイツにいます。前田さん。
So actually, one of the guys who worked on the pixel art for that game is actually a part of, works with us, Inti Creates.
ということで、今日は皆さん最後までご清聴ありがとうございました。
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for hanging out and sticking with us through the panel. It was a real pleasure to be with you guys today, and we really hope you enjoyed the panel.
皆さんにまた会える時までありがとうございました。
And so until we meet again, thanks guys, seriously. Thank you so much for coming out. It was a pleasure to see you all again. And we have a table over there in the exhibitor hall right across from the arcade games. We've got a huge Gunvolt 2 banner. Can't miss it. So we'll be there if you want to chat more and play some Gunvolt 2 and some Galga Double Piece. Thanks guys.
Guns everywhere.
Guns for days. We love guns.